Welcome to this comprehensive guide on time series selection. If you've ever looked at a chart of stock prices, weather patterns, or website traffic, you've seen a time series. But how do we model the future based on the past? Today, we will demystify the choice between AR, MA, and ARIMA models. Understanding these is crucial for data scientists, with the global predictive analytics market expected to reach over $28 billion by 2026. Let's dive in. Before we can pick a model, we must talk about stationarity. A time series is stationary if its statistical properties, like mean, variance, and autocorrelation, are constant over time. Think of it like a calm river. While the water moves, the overall flow remains steady. Most models, especially AR and MA, require stationarity to work. If your data has a trend, like the rising price of gold over decades, it is non-stationary and needs differencing to be stabilized. Let's start with the AR model, or autoregressive model. The auto means self. In an AR model, we predict the current value based on previous values. For example, if today's temperature is 30 degrees, it's likely tomorrow's will be similar. Mathematically, an ARP model uses P past observations. We identify the order P using the PACF, or partial autocorrelation function. If the PACF cuts off after 2 lags, we likely have an AR2 process. Next is the MA model, or moving average model. Don't let the name confuse you. It's not the same as a simple moving average. An MA model predicts the current value based on past forecast errors. Imagine a sudden supply chain shock affecting a company's stock. The MA model captures how these shocks, or noise, from previous days impact today. We use the ACF, or autocorrelation function, to find the order Q. If the ACF drops to 0 after lag 1, it's an MA1. What if your data has both momentum from the past and reacts to recent shocks? That's where ARIMA comes in. The ARIMA PQ model combines the autoregressive and moving average components. It is a powerful tool for stationary data. However, in the real world, data is rarely stationary. GDP growth, population, and stock indices often show clear trends or seasonal patterns that a simple ARIMA model cannot handle alone. This brings us to ARIMA. The integrated part is the secret sauce. The I stands for differencing. An ARIMA PDQ model takes non-stationary data, differences it d times to make it stationary, and then applies the AR and MA parts. It's the Swiss Army knife of forecasting. For instance, according to Box-Jenkins, a random walk, where tomorrow is just today plus noise, is essentially an ARIMA P0 D0 Q0 process. How do we know which model is best? We use information criteria like AIC, Akaike Information Criterion, and BIC, Bayesian Information Criterion. These metrics reward models that fit the data well, but penalize those that are too complex. It's a balance between accuracy and simplicity. Lower AIC values generally indicate a better fitting model. In professional settings, we also perform residual analysis to ensure no patterns are left in the noise. Finally, we follow the Box-Jenkins method. This 4-step iterative process includes identification, checking stationarity and plots, estimation, calculating parameters, diagnostic checking, testing residuals, and forecasting. By following this scientific approach, you move from guessing to data-driven prediction. In summary, use AR when the past directly influences the future, MA when the future is influenced by past shocks, and ARIMA when you need to handle trends. With these tools, you are ready to tackle complex forecasting challenges. Thank you for watching. References: Box GEP and Jenkins GM 1970, Time Series Analysis, Forecasting and Control. Gujari DN 2003, Basic Econometrics. Heinemann JR and Athanopoulos G 2018, Forecasting Principles and Practice.